Good morning, everyone. This is Thursday, July 15th, 2021. It's 21 degrees Celsius here on the waterfront in Halifax. And there's been a few things changed here since the last time I did a video down here. So, excuse me, we're just going to walk through here again and see what's new on the waterfront. All right, is that good with you? That worked for me. All right, so this new construction site isn't exactly new. It's been here a brief time, but they're still progressing along well. Completion date is 2023, and we might as well walk over there and so somebody notified me of something, but that's all right. We might as well walk over, and for anyone who hasn't seen any of this down here before, we'll show you this project too. There's a picture on the wall that goes around the construction site to show you what's going in there. This is taking up 3 acres of land, this spot in here. Pretty amazing when you stop and think about it, that somebody could get 3 acres of land from the waterfront. But it was possible. And it's all going to work out for the best, because there's going to be more stuff down here now for people to do. And I wouldn't mind being able to afford one of these condos right down here on the waterfront. That would be super. But I guess it's not in my budget for this year. So this is what's going here, right here. This is what's going to be right down here on the waterfront. Can you imagine? It's going to be quite a significant change to the waterfront to have this down here. And you can see up close, there's an outdoor cafe right there, and there's indoor restaurants and things, and all different kinds of things inside. It just says signage. That means you can, whatever company gets in there can put their sign up there. It takes up the whole bottom pretty well, and you can walk right around it, which will be the walkway right around there, and this is pretty much where I'm standing. Anyways, that's what's going in this spot right here. Amazing. So it's going to look good when it's done. So let's continue on. Now we're going to head back up the waterfront and see what we can find that is new since the last time I made a video down here. I know of one thing for sure, which we're going to take a look at. Well, it's supposed to have rained by 9 o'clock this morning. It was supposed to rain, and it's already past 10 o'clock. So we didn't get that rain that they called for this morning. Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe there won't be any rain today. That's quite possible. There may not be any rain at all. It's overcast and hazy, but no rain. So maybe they were wrong. It's early in the morning, so a lot of these things that are here, like these outdoor cafes, are not really doing much yet because it's early. It is exactly 10, it's close to 10:30 a.m., so it's still early. Excuse me, I got something stuck in my throat there. All right, we'll keep walking up. I see there's a little bit of boat activity here in the harbor, not a lot, but a couple of ferry boats out there. It's really nice to see the city coming alive again after all this COVID stuff, and we're getting there. It's getting under control. We're not there yet, but we're getting there. And it's really nice to see things starting to open up a little bit more, and people getting out, And maybe before summer's over, if we're lucky, maybe. I don't know what's stuck in my throat here this morning. But we'll try to overcome it. Maybe I need something to drink, and that would help. So you can see this place here is pretty quiet yet because it's early. People don't want to drink at 10:30 in the morning, or eat a lunch for that matter either. So anyways, it's early yet. I like getting out early sometimes, taking a walk instead of the afternoon, which I do quite often. My last video was in the afternoon, and a lot of them seem to be, but I like to get out bright and early too sometimes. I didn't start my video early. I've been here in the city since early, but went and had a coffee, and that lasted about an hour. So I don't drink my coffee fast. I like to sip it. I'm of the opinion coffee was made for sipping. So I like to sip it and take about an hour to have my coffee. Can you hear that wind blowing? It's not real bad, but the mic might be picking it up. I'm trying to talk low today because my last video, it was quite noisy. There was a lot of bus traffic where I walked, and had a lot of noises, so I raised my voice a little bit, and it showed on the video it was quite loud sometimes. So I'm trying to be more careful today, not to let my voice get too loud. Want to see this hole cut in the rock? Look at this. No, I didn't walk through there. I just stuck my camera in. All right, so that's kind of a nice thing. Must have used quite a good tool to cut this out like that out of a solid rock. Anyways, that was there. That's not something new. That was there, but we'll just keep going. And Sculpture, Nova Scotia Passage, 2015. Okay, this sculpture was made possible. It must be that right there. That sign would be pertaining to that. Was made possible by the Halifax Foundation Heritage Memorials Waterfront Development. Oh, this is funny. A turtle race. Run. And then it's got a turtle. And that's the track. And this must be the finish line down here. The silly line. Instead of the finish line, it's the silly line. So if the turtle can make it to here and not get off course, then he's done well. A lot of these things that would be operating on a nice sunny Saturday or Sunday aren't really open today, or they might be later, but it's kind of early yet, so they're not going to be in a hurry to get these things going because there's not many people down here. A few stragglers. I think I'm the only video maker down here today, near as I can see. It'll be kind of fun to bump into another video maker down here. I wouldn't mind that. That's never happened yet. And I know there's several people in Halifax making videos. And I have yet to bump into somebody doing it. One day, maybe. I get a kick out of these signs. What 2 meters is. There's 12 large stone hairs. I saw another one with fiddles lined up and different things. What 2 meters is. This is my old busking spot right here. Right by these trees in this area right here. This is where I used to spend my time busking before the pandemic in the summer, through the summer months, when the cruise ships would be in here, and this boardwalk would be full of people, and my guitar case would be full of American dollars. This was my spot right there under these trees. But it looks like right now, maybe there's plans for doing something with this spot. But I'm sure if I ever decide to come back, when things get good again, there'll be a spot here somewhere for me. Well, this is a nice morning for walking around here. I was expecting to have to put my umbrella up. Oh, my umbrella. Oh yeah, it's in my, I thought I lost it. Oh, scared me. It's in my backpack. I just realized I wasn't carrying it when I said umbrella. Scared me for a minute, but yeah, always good. I have my umbrella. Okay. Hey, I'm a senior. Give me a break here. I'm allowed to be forgetful. All right. This is all brand new right here. There was a while back, there was this machinery in here, and they were drilling down, they were down into the water, and I said at the time, I think it looked like they're building piers, some poles in the ground to hold something. And then I thought, no, that can't be it. But look, they've built a wonderful, wonderful place here. This was never here before. It goes, I think it's making up for the land we lost over there at that construction site. We lost a little bit of our boardwalk. So they made up for it by putting a big patio area here. Like if you go in there, any of these food places, and buy something, and you want to come out and sit and look out over the water, look what they've done out here. This is all brand new, the whole thing. And you can even park a boat down there and come up the ramp there to get up on here. So there's a whole big area for docking boats down there. Isn't there something? And it goes way out into the water, and this is fantastic. This will handle a lot of people right here. This is all brand new, the whole thing. We're going to walk around it and just show you this in detail. They're still doing a little bit of work here, as you can see. They're putting the finishing touches on it. And some of these tables has got umbrellas, so I presume they're all going to have umbrellas because there's holes down through them. On a nice, beautiful, warm, sunny day and you want to get a little bit of shade, up here on this balcony, look at that spot. They all got holes in the top, so they must be going to get umbrellas in them. And if you want to sit here and look right out over the water, you can do that. And look at this. This boat dock goes all the way out there. Can't go out there yet because they're still doing work. But that goes all the way out there, and people can tie their boats up down here and walk up on the dock. And who knows, maybe it's even going to be some boats that'll take you places coming in here. Could be. New street lights. They've got bulbs in yet, but there's new street lights going up there. The whole thing's got lights around here, so if you sit out here at night, there's lights. And look at all these chairs here. Man, what do you say we just try one out and see what it looks like when you're sitting in a chair? So here we go. I gotta sit down now. Oh, look at this. I can sit right here where all these chairs are and look out over the water, and I can put my feet up on the wooden beam here. Oh, perfect. A nice coffee, and you come out here and sit here with somebody or just by yourself. And you can sit here, if you're with somebody, you can sit here and talk and look out over the water. By yourself, you can sit here and listen to music. I'd put my headphones on and play music if I was just sitting here by myself. And look at how big this is. There's room for a lot of people out here. This is really amazing. So we'll go all the way down to the end. And they've even got garbage disposals here, so you can put your cups or whatever you had in there before you leave. Look at this. And there's different ways in and out. There's a stairway right there, but you can also go right on around. There's several ways in and out here. This is beautiful. This is more than we could have imagined. We lost some ground down there where that crane is, but they've more than made up for it in what we have here now. I would say they went more than the extra mile to give us back some boardwalk. It's a much needed boardwalk, because when the cruise ships are in here, this can get crowded. Now we've got a whole lot better spot. And you got this ramp out here. Well, you got your choice of where you want to go sit and look at things. That ship is soon going to be open. The museum's open, but the ship is not quite done yet. I can't wait to make a tour through there. I hope I can make a video of that when they open it up to tourists. It's soon going to open. Okay, they got this part roped off, so I won't trespass. People can walk in this part. I guess they just don't want us out there yet because they got some tables to set up and things, and they're standing upside down here, and they don't want us to bother that stuff. But look at this. This is amazing. And I would say there might even be some boats tied up in here. Maybe some of those tourist boats might come in here, or maybe over at that one. This is very nice. I'm impressed. There are chairs everywhere. It don't matter where you want to go here, you can find a place to sit down. Most of the time in these tourist places, there's a handful of chairs and a whole lot of people trying to find a place to sit down. This is amazing. You can take some nice pictures in here too. Look at that. Standing way back here, you can get pictures you never could have got before, because you'd never be that far out to take nice pictures of the skyline. Look at this. I love it. Love it. Can't get enough of it. That boat is the Sackville. We've been through that. That's a military boat, I believe, from World War II. And it's no longer in service. It's just something you can go in and walk around and take a tour of it and see what it was like back then. I was through that. And then the other one that's past that is the Acadia, which I've been waiting to get in that because it was under renovations for a long time. So, can't wait, but I guess I have to. So, anyway, this is really nice out here. Absolutely beautiful. At night it'd be really good with all these lights and stuff on, and I just can't wait to take a walk out here at night with all these lights and things here. Wow, I'm impressed. They made a lot of room in here. So first time you're down to the waterfront, check this place out. See what they. I can't wait till the coffee shops are all up and running, and you can come here and sit down. Some of the stuff is running because you're right beside stuff that was here. Like the Stubborn Goat is. They have one of those up. I think it's by Argyle or one of those streets up there. They have a Stubborn Goat, so I would say it's probably the same owners. And wow, this is nice. And this booth right here is where you buy your tickets for different sailboat, different tours on things. There's usually someone in here when the boats are here and things. But might not be anything going on today, but so let me see. That boat right there would probably be that one. Yeah, the Jarwell, Halifax, Nova Scotia. That's the boat. And they don't look that big, but apparently you can go down inside and they have a little restaurant place, right? Wine and cheese at sunset. 6:30 p.m. departures. 2.5 hours. Morning, family fun. 10 a.m., 1.5 hours. Signature sailing. 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. You'd have a 2-hour, or you can take the moonlight sail at 9:30 p.m. Wow. It doesn't give the prices here, right here, but it'd be worth checking out. It looks like it'd be fun. Lots of different sailings, whichever you like. It looks like it'd be fun. And there's other things here too. You can rent those little Sea-Doos and ride them around here. Wow, this is quite the place. If this don't draw tourists in here, I don't know what will. Well, we'll go back around the front because I just went through the back and you might have missed something that you wanted to see up here. That place has an all-day breakfast for $5. I guess it's through the week when the office people are working in there. I see some of the office workers have gone back to work that were working from home. And one woman I talked to, I've never met her in person, but I talked to her, she told me she was going back to work this week. They call this place Summit Plaza. Summit Plaza, that's what they call this place. Wow, this is an amazing improvement to the waterfront. Big improvement to the waterfront. Well, I had to come down and show you that because that wasn't there before. That's a lot to offer. And there goes a handful. 4 small children in a stroller. Anybody out there envy that woman? I don't. But there might be somebody out there would, but it won't be anybody that raised kids. He just wouldn't want a stroller with 4 small children in it. They couldn't give it to me. They couldn't pay me. $1 million wouldn't give it to me. So I got my kids raised, and I have no intention of raising any more. I survived that with my sanity still intact, fairly well intact, and I don't want to push my luck by raising small children again. I might not be so lucky next time. I might not be able to survive with my sanity. Oh, they're not that bad, I guess. As long as they're someone else's. let's go in and have a look. I'm not going on the boat, but we'll walk in by it and give you a little look at this. Sackville, a World War II boat. Let's see what it says, if there's any word, any stuff on it here. The last Corvette. The last Corvette come on board. Yes, the HMCS Sackville, Canada's Naval Memorial. Yes, it's a World War II ship. And you can take cruises, not cruises, you can take a tour of that boat. So, U-boats with the other Corvettes helped win the crucial battle of the Atlantic. Experienced firsthand what it was like to serve at sea of those rugged little warships. It wasn't a big ship. You imagine that was out on the ocean and fighting in World War II. It has been restored to her wartime configuration. As the years pass, it is important that future generations remember the service and sacrifice Canada's sailors who helped preserve our democracy. Be part of the crew. And you can make donations to help maintain this. Well, we'll just walk in and take a little look at the outside of it for today. Maybe one day we'll get to go through there again. Maybe. Marine Security Office. This is where the security guards work out of that work down here, I guess. Now that boat probably looks huge on this video, but when it comes to ships, it's an ocean-going vessel, but it's not a huge ship. But she survived World War II. It must have been a pretty good ship. It's got a big cannon on the front, and it's got some 50 caliber machine guns up in there, and different armament as you walk through the ship. And they lived in tight quarters. I was all through it, and I saw the sleeping quarters and the eating area and their little rec spots. Like it was cramped, which I imagine the ships today are probably cramped somewhat too for military ships. They don't want to waste space like you would on a cruise ship. So anyway, that's the HMS Sackville sitting there. Wow, that's absolutely quite the sight to see. Yeah, I took a tour on it. Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I took a tour on that last year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Is it open to the public now?
Right now, it's actually, the upper decks are open. We still have yet to open some of the spaces
Oh,
below
okay.
decks because most of the concerns of managing the flow of people in and out of them.
Yeah.
They're still, it came out of refit, so it hasn't been staged in there either.
Okay. Yeah.
But some of the spaces, like the area, there's a walkway over the engine room, and the steering gears are actually open.
Okay. Yeah. When I took my tour through here, it was before COVID. It was like 2 years ago or something.
Probably would have been 2019.
Probably.
I might have not been there that day, but I was actually here in 2019.
Yeah, we came here in 2018 from Ontario, and so yeah, it would probably have been 2019. So I'm waiting again. Tell me something. When they get this fully open, is it all right if I make a video in there?
Yep, you can take both video and photos of
Sounds good.
the ship.
I do videos for YouTube. I got about 90 videos on there now.
Oh, nice.
So it'd be a nice thing to get in there and make a good video of the ship.
Mostly like museum tours and stuff like that?
It's just talking about the city. Yeah, I go by Halifax Walker if you ever want to check out my videos.
Oh, nice.
I just walk around the city showing stuff and sometimes I show businesses and things just to kind of push the economy a little. And, yeah.
Nice stabilizer, by the way.
Yeah, oh, that is great, Ray. That is a great. I can move that around and that'll just flow nice and it won't be bumpy.
That's a marvelous thing right there.
Oh, I love it, love it. But it's a Bluetooth connection, and sometimes that will act up.
So it uses the phone's gyroscope
Yeah.
to manage. Nice.
Yeah, I use my phone. It just clips in there, and if I turn around, it will turn, but not jerky. Like it's nice and smooth. And,
Wow.
yeah.
That's great.
And in a car, if I make a video in the car, our car is small wheelbase, so it's kind of bumpy. When you see the video after, it's just as smooth as can be. Oh, it's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah. So do you work on this all the time?
I do. I'm all the time during the summer. This is sort of my summer job. They offer. The government offers some grants to employ students.
Yeah.
I'm an engineering student, but I love the history.
Oh, I love that too. Yeah.
So yeah, it's great to have it. It's great to have her back, and I hope that they'll be opening up more spaces on it. Definitely at some point. They were open in 2019. Whenever they can, they'll open them again. But they're not ready to.
I'm going to wait a little while till there's more stuff open. Then I'm going to try to come in and make a nice video of this. I could make one video right here just on that ship.
Yeah, and if I'm being perfectly honest, thank you for doing so, because every little bit of publicity helps this.
Yeah.
And we're not even doing at least for now, and it seems like they're going to do it for the future. They don't even have tickets. It's actually free to come on board the ship, and they just have the donation box.
Yes.
And they make more money doing that.
Make more off of donations than charging. Yeah. There's a guy over in Dartmouth. He sits on the street, and he's trying to sell poems. Poems are hard to sell at the best of time.
Yeah.
I said he would do much better if he said, every donation you get a free poem. And just take donations rather than trying to sell a poem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think I own one book of poem. It's Leonard Cohen. And I only bought it because I like Leonard Cohen.
Yeah.
Oh.
I need to listen to more Leonard Cohen's music. I've been diving into sort of classic Canadian music. I've sort of listened to more stuff by Stan Rogers because my mom loves Stan Rogers. And I never really got into it until I was this age, but I love his music. I work on a museum ship. I listen to the song "The Mary Ellen Carter," and I love that jam.
I like another one I love is Paul Simon.
Paul's what?
Paul Simon.
Paul Simon.
Yeah, he was half of Simon and Garfunkel.
Huh?
Yeah.
Half of Simon and Garfunkel.
He was the writer behind it. Yeah, and he's like an amazing songwriter. Look up Paul Simon on YouTube and you'll see somebody very talented.
I'll look at more of his stuff. I've only heard like a few of Simon and Garfunkel songs, but I need to listen to more. Because the ones I have are just beautiful. Oh,
he's absolutely. I listen to him at least 3 or 4 times a week. I carry my headphones around in here, so if I got any free time, I can put my headphones on and listen to music. And yeah,
it's wonderful. There's this one new Canadian folk band that I've heard about. They used to do mostly punk music, but now they've actually shifted into. They made an album that was like a more traditional folk album. They're called the Dreadnoughts, and
I never heard of that.
They're classic folk music. They're more like folk. They're from Vancouver, British Columbia.
Okay.
And their folk album was called Into the North.
Yeah.
And they have a song in it actually called. They do like a few of their own folk songs and their own. They've actually made a few of their own new sea shanties, and they did a song called "Dear Old Stan," and it's a little tribute to Stan Rogers.
Oh yeah.
It's lovely. It's really good, and they've got a whole bunch of.
Are they on YouTube?
Yeah, you can probably look up their songs on YouTube.
Yeah.
But they're also available like anywhere else.
Yeah. Well, this has been exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure I'm going to come back. I may maybe check it out again in a month and see how it looks then.
Yeah.
Because if everybody's vaccinations go well and we get like everything down, I had my first one. I'm waiting for August 8th is my second one.
Nice. I'm trying to get my second one scheduled. I'm going to try and reschedule it so I might be able to get it earlier because things have been going pretty well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's hardly anything now. I don't feel nervous to walk around like
Yeah, I mean, I still wear the mask around most people because I still take public transit.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So it's a bit more like I just get into the habit of it because you don't have to wear it all the time on the bus. I just sort of get used to it.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. This morning I had my mask in my hand, and the bus came. I got on the bus, never even put it on, and the bus driver never said anything. I put it on when I got to my seat. I go, oh, I didn't put my mask on. I put it back on.
Yeah. Well, we probably saw you had one, so.
Oh, I know. It's hard to. I say when I forget something, I say, give me a break. I'm a senior. I'm allowed to forget it.
Yep. No, that's good. That's real good.
Yeah, I plead senior when everything goes wrong. one time up in Ontario, we were driving. It was in Aurora, and we were driving because at that time we lived in Newmarket. We're driving up through the town, through the main street, Yonge Street, and the car in front of us, it dies. There's cars on the side, and the car in front stopped.
Oh, that's an awful thing to happen.
There was a woman sitting in the car, and I said, I think we can push your car off to the side of the road for you. If you want to steer it, we'll push it over. So instead of getting in it and steering it, she's pushing from outside with the door open. I guess she's planning on jumping in at some point. But it picked up too much speed, and she couldn't get in.
Oh, no.
The car went down and over a downhill into a parking lot where there's a little plaza.
Oh, no.
It picked up a lot of hard. I said, let go of it, let it go, let it go. You're going to get killed if you keep trying to get in. Let it go. So she let go of it, and it arced right around the parking lot and right through a big glass window in the front of the store.
Oh, man.
So we're standing there. My wife's with me. We're standing there, and somebody asked the girl what happened. And she goes, oh, some old guy come over and pushed my car down over the hill. I said to my wife, come on, let's go. I'm going to get blamed for this.
Yep.
So we just walked away and left it.
Yep.
I tried to be a nice person and help her out, but it backfired. And
I'll remember that if my car engine ever dies.
yeah.
Quite something.
Well, I'm going to try to get this video done before it rains. We got a lucky break because we're supposed to start raining at 9.
That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Nice to meet you. I will be back, definitely.
Nice to meet you as well.
See ya. Well, that was a surprise interview, I must say. And you never know when you plan these things, it'll never work out. But when you're just walking around and looking for something different, sometimes it comes along. I guess those numbers on the boat are to tell you how deep you are in the water. The dark blue line would be the water line. So obviously there's no great weight on that. But if it was full of supplies and people, it may go down to that water line. Anyways, let's continue on. We've seen almost all the new stuff that's here. That was fun. That was really exciting to talk to somebody working on the Sackville. Now we'll walk our way over here and see what we can do. That security guard was working here when I used to busk down here. That was before the pandemic. The same guy was there. He used to walk by every day when I'd be down there playing. So I recognized him from that. He's still here. How long have I been at this video anyways? 39 minutes. I don't know where the time goes. When I make a video, I'm having so much fun. Yeah, it feels like 10 minutes and I look down, it's like 30, 40 minutes. And I hear a lot of noise, so I'm not going that way. If I can help it. let's go over and have a look at the other ship and see if it's getting anywhere near allowing tourists on it. Yeah, we'll go this way. If we can. I think we can. A lot of this walkway has been closed due to the construction and things going on down here. But a lot of the construction things are getting done now. Looks like there's big plans for this area right here because they got a crane in there doing something. And if I could tell what it is they're doing, I was just lifting up pipe off of that barge. There's a barge there brought pipe in. So this is nice. You got a nice store selling Halifax clothing. Marine Heritage Store, Halifax, Nova Scotia. They got lots of stuff here because this is a good size shop. I gotta remember not to talk too loud. Maybe I raised my voice a little bit during the interview, but we were outdoors and so I probably felt I had to talk a little bit louder. But now we can't go through here because, oh, maybe we can. Let's see. I think we can. You can't go all the way through. New pedestrian routes. Halifax Harbour Walk, they got it partly opened. Boat shop. So we can walk up to the fence. When it's all done, we'll be able to walk right through the building. There's a couple of different spots you can do that. You can walk right through the building. More than a couple of spots. So we'll walk our way out through here. And when I get out here, I'm going to end this video somewhere. They got different names on these boxes of places. They're just a wire thing full of rocks, but they got different names on them. This one is Nassau, Bahamas. Well, might as well go read them all. How about that? This one is Nassau, Bahamas. I got a yellow sign came on my screen, but it comes and goes so quick I don't get a chance to focus on it and it's gone. So we're gonna read this and then we'll probably wind this up somewhere right here. This one here is Charleston, Carolina, which we will show you. Charleston, Carolina. And this one is Galway, Ireland. That's my heritage because Galway, Ireland. That's my heritage because my ancestors are Irish. Came from Ireland. My grandfather believed in leprechauns. Now, I don't hold that belief, but he says he saw them. But I think at the time he saw them, he might have had a nip or two of Irish whiskey. Might have been what happened. This one is Calicos, West Indies. And that's the last one. And Havana, Cuba. I didn't mention that one. Havana, Cuba. There we go. I think it represents places that they shipped from, things that they would have imported into the country from those places. Like the Caribbean would have had molasses would have came here, and rum. I don't know what else came from down there. Other things, I suppose. When we get out to the end of this fence, we'll be on Lower Water Street. And I'll probably stop there and end this video because we've pretty much walked up through the waterfront. We saw a lot of new things today, things that weren't like that before. I especially love that deck area with all the patio tables and umbrellas and like you could just find, anybody will find a place to sit down there because there's so many chairs and so many places. You'll just be able to find a place. It won't be like, oh, we bought some drinks and some food, now we got nowhere to sit. There will be like somewhere to sit. All right. So, I'm going to stand right over by this wall and look back towards this new building right here. This is just getting finished up. It was running for the last year, but there's still some outside work to do. And I might even walk around to the front of this because there's a couple of stores opened up, and I want to show you those. I know there's a chocolate store, but there's another new one that's opened up since then. So maybe that sign was telling me my battery's low because I only had about 80% when I started this video. So that's probably what it was. So I'll have to stop and get a coffee and sit and listen to music and recharge my phone. I got my spare battery and my cable, all that, so I can recharge my phone while I'm having a coffee. Sounds like a good idea. Soon we'll be able to walk right through these walkways here that they made. Kind of cool. You got lights on the floor, and you can walk right through there and come out on the waterfront. Well, this has been an interesting walk today. I really enjoyed this one. Look, there's another walkway through here. There's several of these walkways. Goes right through. I'll walk in a little bit. I can't go through, but we'll walk in enough so you can get the feel of it. There we go. You can walk right through these walkways and come out on the waterfront. Not all these buildings are finished yet. You can see they're still working in there on that one. But some of them are, some of them I know, some of the offices are open in there, but not all. So there's still more work to be done in that building. It's a major construction job because that was going, when we moved here, I think that year, there was the first signs of construction on this spot. And that was 3 years ago. And then it gradually went up and all the work had to be done inside and all that. This end of it here is occupied. But there's still more work to be done. But maybe by fall, by Christmas, possibly I can say this building is completed. It's always noisy here because of the trucks coming up from the container terminal. As you will see, these trucks are all container trucks. All right, I'm going down in here and show you what's here. There's a couple of new shops here. It looks like there's going to be some food places and things here. The Queen's Marquee, it's called. The Queen's Marquee, that's probably a restaurant. Well, that will make the third thing open when that's open. They're still working on it yet. The Queen's Marquee. And we have Sapori, Italian street food, now open. This one is open. The Queen's Marquee isn't open yet, but it looks like it won't be too long. And down here, we have a chocolate store called Peace by Chocolate. So that will be 3 shops in the bottom of this office. There's office and condo, both. Now open. Peace by Chocolate. With a peace sign on the end of the building. Cool. How cool is that? Here's another walkway. When it's done, we'll be able to walk right from the ferry terminal, right there, across this walkway, this boardwalk, and right through the building, and right down onto the waterfront boardwalk, right from there. You won't have to go on the road or anything. Just start walking right there. Isn't that amazing? So I was already out there one day. I looked at that boat with the 3 masts. So we won't go out there again today because I covered that one day. We were looking at ships down here. Murphy's Company Store and Tour Boat Ticket Center. Wow. I'll just back up a little bit so you can get a good look at that store from here. The Cable Wharf, 1751 Lower Water Street. Hey, right beside the ferry terminals. If you ever want to go to that store, just go to the ferry terminal and it's right here. And that little area is all, I think it's going to be stores. It was stores that bit the dust while COVID was on and nothing was allowed to be open, and they moved out because the rent was probably so high they had no choice but move out. A couple of boats here. Yeah, there was a shop here. It said it's been here for, I don't know, there was a sign how long it had been here, for something like 50 years or something, when that building wasn't a tourist building, it was just a building. And those companies all moved out because they couldn't afford to pay rent here and not make any money. So they moved out. And maybe they'll come back. If no one else is in there, maybe they'll come back. Or maybe somebody is back. Let's go take a look just to see if there's anybody moved into this place. That's the new Spanish restaurant that moved in, Los something. I forgot the name of it. Well, Toros, I think. Los Toros, I think that's what it's called. Los Toros. Spanish restaurant. Yeah, the glassworks, that's what was here. And what did it say? They were here for a very long time. But they moved because they weren't allowed to be open, so that's what happened. But you never know what might get back in here. Probably won't be the glassworks, not likely. Nova Scotia Crystal. Yeah, they got an online shopping for anyone who might want to buy something from those people. There it is, online shopping. Nova Scotia Crystal. Yeah, I hear it tells about how they had come to the decision to move out in February, which I remember that. And they love being here and being on the waterfront. But, you know, money, you got to make money to spend money. So that's how that goes. So anyways, I'm going to go up here and we're going to end this video somewhere up here. What do you want for background? You want some tall buildings? Okay, I'll give you tall buildings. You want tall buildings? I'll give them to you. Okay? Whatever you want. I'm here to please you. Okay, here we go. Tim Hortons in the background and a couple of tall buildings. And that's it, right here. Sounds good, don't it? Okay? So if you'd like this video, this little walking around the waterfront area, showing what little different slant on things and my interview, all that stuff, if you liked it, hit that like button and we'll try to do more of this type of videos. I know it's hard to get new material sometimes, but I try. So, and if you aren't a subscriber yet, push that subscribe button and you will be a subscriber. It's that simple. Nothing else to do. Just hit that button and you're a subscriber. You'll get all my videos. And if you want your phone to go ding every time there's a new video out, hit that bell. And that's a notification, and they'll tell you every time I made a video. As soon as it comes up on YouTube, that bell will ring and tell you. Okay? So, on that note, bye for now. Hope you have a really good day, and hope no rain, because so far, the rain didn't come to pass. Bye for now.